Floyd Money Mayweather, easy work, said he's not the same fighter he used to be, but he's still putting in that work. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Set up the Patreon account. Thank you for people who participated. We working, man. 2017, a lot going on. Now, I'm on Floyd Mayweather, easy work. I'm on his verified account, and let's check in with Mr. Money Mayweather, see what he's talking about. Damn, he's getting busy. Now, you see Gervonta and J. Leon Love liked it. He just posted this 9 minutes ago. You know, Boxingego, we the first one to talk about this stuff. Floyd Mayweather said in the caption, "I know I'm not the same fighter I was 20 years ago. I'm not the same fighter I was 10 years ago. As a matter of fact, I'm not the same fighter I was 5 years ago. I'm just an old legend putting in work. Hashtag TMT, hashtag TBE, Mayweather Promotions." Now, I mean, he's 40 years old, man. If you guys know anything about boxing or just went to a boxing gym and played around, the double in bag is very hard. With Floyd Mayweather, part of what makes him an anomaly to me is his reflexes. His ability to think and his reflexes are just retarded. For a guy who is 40 years old, that, like I said, the double in bag is one of the harder, like a heavy bag. That's, you know what I mean, anyone can hit that. It's just a stationary bag. But the double in bag actually takes coordination, hand-eye coordination, timing to get it jumping like that and stuff. So Floyd Mayweather, he's doing the damn thing, age 40, and he's putting in work. A lot of people mad at the fight. Some people are like, why? How could he? This ruined boxing. Let me just say it cutthroat. Some of y'all are simply put haters. Because at the end of the day, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't come to my videos where I'm talking. I'm telling you guys straight up, I've been very transparent because there's no reason for me to deceive the public. I will be getting paid off of this fight. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to make videos about it. I'm going to give my opinions. I'm going to talk about news clippings just so we're fully transparent, right? Because this is a big fight. Whether you like it or not, it's a big fight. It's a big money fight. And this is what I do for a living. But there's a lot of people who they want to act noble and like they're doing it to preserve boxing. That's foolishness, because their actions show you that's not. These are some nice ass watches. I love watches, and I don't even really care about like gaudy or fancy watches, but these are nice. Back to what I was saying, like the reason I know it's fake, like Bernard Hopkins and what Oscar De La Hoya are doing, is because they put on events that they put their name behind. They put the Golden Boy Promotions logo on that haven't been in the best interest of boxing. Canelo versus Amir Khan, what does that prove? Does that prove he's the man at 155? Canelo beating Liam Smith, who nobody in the States had even heard of. What does that prove? What does that prove to the fans? You know what I mean? Does that prove that Canelo could beat both Charlo brothers who were once at 154? Or Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, who called Canelo a bitch and he never really acted like Demetrius Andrade existed? No, it doesn't prove any of that. So simply put, a lot of people are just hating and they're looking for a way to slander the fight. You can't take somebody else's joy away from them. If people want to see Conor, you'll do none, or they like Floyd because he's bald-headed, whatever they like, you can't take that away from them. People are going to watch if they want to watch. If they're like, man, we ain't seen Floyd in the ring in 2 years, I want to see how this is. If they're like, man, I'm part of Conor's army and I give him a shot, which some people really are. I look at the Brendan dude from the UFC. He has this whole long narrative about how Floyd hasn't really dealt with someone with Conor's power, and he thinks Conor could stop Floyd. So it's going to sell for that reason. But one thing I detest and one thing I despise is fake. I don't like fake. I don't like fake people. When you see me, when you meet me, I'm the same person. I don't walk around gallivanting like I'm better than anyone or some tough guy. I just do me. You know what I mean? You show me respect, I show you respect. It's very simple. It's a very simple process. And I just don't like how people are making it like as if Mayweather-Mcgregor is so detrimental to the sport of boxing. We've seen robberies. We've seen fights that were supposed to be good, like Canelo Chavez Jr., that turned out to be bunk. We've seen guys who got a bad scorecard turned in, like Floyd versus Canelo when they said it was a draw, right? We've seen all types of stuff. We've seen fights that were prematurely stopped, all types of stuff. So one fight's not going to change that. But people, they want to run around and act like high and mighty as if because they're not a part of the process that this is the worst thing ever. Floyd's a businessman. He's proven himself. And I told you guys, part of probably why he's looking for the best investment and at this point taking what people are saying is a money grab is because some of y'all motherfuckers, y'all didn't give him credit anyway. Some of his best wins in your mind, you create narratives and you try to taint them. Oh, Canelo was too green. He was too young. Well, that's his fucking fault because Canelo was very young and he had been calling Mayweather out. You know what I mean? Floyd just obliged him. He's like, okay, this kid can sell. Okay, I'll give the redhead a shot. And then he did. And then Canelo got pieced up. Point blank period. Ricky Hatton, that was a good win for Floyd. It's like there's not, I really can't think of one Money Mayweather win where I hadn't heard widespread panic about why he shouldn't have won or some alleged fake controversy. Ricky Hatton, they said, oh, Ricky Hatton, his style is to rough up Floyd and the referee wouldn't allow it. Or Maidana, the referee did this. And Maidana was doing all, in that first fight especially, he was doing all types of dirty stuff. And Chino's my dude. I love Chino. I just met him at the Box Fan Expo last month or a couple months ago. And it is what it is. I'm not going to fake what I've seen. He was doing by any means necessary. That's the type of fighter he is. People didn't care about those low blows, but they care about, oh, Ward, he beat Kovalev because it was low blows. You know what I mean? Well, you didn't care when Maidana was hitting Floyd in the dick and nuts and all that. Now all of a sudden, you guys are jock cups and you're so concerned about Kovalev's low blows, and even though he was clearly gassed. And the funny thing is, guys like Floyd, they don't get the credit. Floyd Mayweather, when Maidana was doing all that rough stuff, he took some jabs at the post-fight press conference. He was like, if we have a rematch, Robert Garcia, tell your fighter stop hitting me in the dick. You know what I'm saying? But in the fight, he just bit down and do what champions do. Dealt with it. He had a cut over his eye in that first fight. Maidana was swarming, throwing them awkward Argentine punches. A lot of the fighters from Argentina have power and they're unorthodox, and he just dealt with it. He just dealt with what was in front of him. You know what I mean? Point blank period. But you have other people who make all kinds of excuses and, oh, that he didn't do this and it was the referee. Like I said, I literally can't think of one Floyd win since he's been Money Mayweather that people haven't tried to taint. Pacquiao, they say Pacquiao won if you watch it in slow motion. Well, I'm not doing that. I don't need slow motion to watch a fight. They say, oh, but Pacquiao didn't have two healthy shoulders, otherwise he would have beat him. There's not really one. Miguel Cotto, he made Floyd's nose bleed. Some people immediately after the fight, which if they watch it again, maybe they change their mind. But I was getting messages on Twitter because I was actually at the airport. I missed that fight live. I was traveling to Boston to go film. I got hired for a gig when I was filming. I used to work with P. Diddy's barber. So they had an event in Boston, so they flew me out and paid me to film and edit So I missed that fight live, and I got all kinds of text messages, Twitter messages saying Cotto was robbed and he was beating Floyd's ass. And I watched the fight when I got back in town. I'm like, really? This is what y'all was talking about? Cotto did, he was solid, it was tough, it was some work, but it wasn't what people made. Like I said, Victor Ortiz leaps off his feet and then gets two-piece as a result. It's Floyd's fault, right? Oh, he sucker punched him. There's not one Floyd win that people just allow. You know what I mean? Berto, oh, that was a mismatch. Jesus Sotocaras already beat him. Victor Ortiz already beat him. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to people saying Floyd fighting and picking the fighter with the best earning potential, I mean, do you really blame him? You guys try to hate on every win that he has. Oh, but he's IV Floyd, all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I mean? I would be looking out for me and my family too. You see this check right here. And now that the other thing is too, you have to look at what Conor has been able to accomplish in a short period of time. Like 50 Cent said, he said, I done made myself hot. I done made myself hot, ain't shit you could tell me. That's what Conor McGregor did. He made himself hot. I mean, the UFC, they put see, this is how businesses work. And I didn't even want to take this video here. It's a freestyle, so we gonna just rock with it. But this is how businesses work. More often than not, people invest money once you're already established, once it's already a thing, you know what I mean? And the reason being is because you've already proved your earning potential and it's less risk. Just like a person who has great credit, like a 800 score or something, FICO score, they have a better chance of getting a credit card than somebody with a 460. You know why? Because for that credit lender, the risk of them getting their money back if they lend you some money is a lot better than if you have a shitty credit score. Because if you have a shitty credit score, it's for one of a few reasons. Either you have like a bankruptcy, you have mismanaged poor credit and didn't pay stuff back, or you have a bunch of delinquent accounts or accounts that were closed, past due, over limit, or sometimes because you have no credit history and then they don't know what you are. But the reason businesses do that is because they want to assess the risk, right? That's what it boils down to. They want to assess the risk. If they lend you this money, what's the likelihood that they'll get this money back? This is simple business. This is how business operates. That it's very common. So to me, one of the things with like the whole Floyd Mayweather situation is you got to understand Conor McGregor, he made himself hot and he got himself popping. Nobody else did that. People, companies, these companies, that's what they do. I've seen people who were on Vine when that was out, or Instagram, and then now they're in movies and on TV shows because they got their selves popping on their own. You know what I mean? People were checking for them and tuning in, so now they were presented with different opportunities because they already were popular. They became popular on social media, so it's easy. It's like the company knows that we won't really lose money. They already have a built-in fan base. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like I said, I could think of several people from Instagram who have done movies or were on Wild 'N Out or a TV show or MTV or something like that, and is based on them hustling. That's what businesses do. They grab something when it's already on and popping, when it's already, like I said, a thing. And that's what the UFC did. Conor McGregor got himself popping. He was a mouthpiece. Probably girls liked him, the way he looked. He had that dapper LA, LA Vegas lifestyle, the flashy stuff, this stuff that Floyd's been doing that people hated him for. You know what I mean? This stuff you see on the screen. He had all of that, showing him in private jets and nice watches and mink coats and trash talking, all of that. And Conor McGregor, he made himself popping from that. And as a result, now he's being rewarded. There's nobody in boxing, and I like all the guys at welterweight for the most part. You know what I mean? I can't think of a fighter where I just detest. But there's no one in boxing at welterweight that will give Floyd this earning potential, or even at 54. There's no one at 54 that fights at 54 that will give him this. Floyd could fight the Charlo brother, Edeslani Lara, Demetrius, Boo Boo Andre, whoever you want. And those could all be great fights, challenging fights for Floyd, whatever. But it's not going to be this type of payday. Keith Thurman, that could be a good fight. I would pick Floyd to win based on what I've seen. And guess what? At the end of the day, no matter how good of a fight it is, it won't outsell Conor McGregor. And like I said, you guys don't give Floyd credit. Not you guys, but some of you guys don't give him credit no way. So, of course, he's going to look after himself. And he's already proven stuff legacy-wise. But people are like, oh, why Keith Thurman? Why aren't you drilling Pacquiao to fight Keith Thurman? Right? Mayweather beat him. So if anyone has the luxury of picking, why wouldn't it be the winner? Fake. Just fake stuff. Why is nobody drilling Cotto to step up and fight someone better at 54 than Kamagai? And these are title fights. To my knowledge, Floyd versus Conor, since Conor doesn't have a boxing history as a pro boxer, these aren't title fights. But the Pacquiao fight versus Jeff Horn is. And people want to act fake mad. Oh, what? Why is Floyd fighting McGregor? You hating. Because you would have the same criticism for sanctioned title fights in boxing if you really cared like that. Like Jeff Horn and Pacquiao, that's happening on ESPN. And that's crazy to me if you really think about it. This dude Pacquiao was doing similar numbers. I can't even say similar, but he was up there. He was doing million-plus numbers like Floyd. He had just a couple years ago in 2015, he had the biggest fight in boxing history with Floyd. And now he's on ESPN free TV fighting someone boxing fans have not even heard of. Meanwhile, Floyd is not fighting a traditional boxer, so some people are upset about that. But like I've already established, that's because a lot of them are hating and they think it's going to be some easy work for Floyd, and they probably don't want to see him succeed like in that way. Rob the bank, get a cool 150 million plus, and have some easy work for 36 minutes, maybe even less if Conor McGregor gets tired or something and gets knocked out. That's the truth, because again, you would have those same criticisms for the people in boxing who aren't fighting the best. You know what I mean? Cotto lost to Floyd. Pacquiao lost to Floyd. So if anybody gets to pick, shouldn't it be the guy who beat both of them? If he wants to pick a soft touch. But no, Floyd got to keep proving. And then on top of that, you don't give him credit for it. But he got to keep showing and proving. So I'm actually happy for Floyd. I'm happy that he's doing this because it makes me laugh, and it makes me happy to see people in this pain. I'm happy for Conor McGregor too. I'm glad he's getting a paycheck too, because I like Conor McGregor. So even if he gets his ass whooped, I'm happy for both of them, because that's what they get. You know what I mean? People don't want to tell the truth. Tell the truth. People want to just be salty and hating for no reason. And then you'll see the comments on this video. Oh, you're always on Floyd's side. Yep. I like the underdog. And even though Floyd, as in terms of skill, he's never really the underdog, in this society, he's always the underdog. People bring up shit don't have nothing to do with boxing, domestic violence, and all types of, oh, but I heard he yelled at his kids, and just stupid stuff. So, yep, I told you guys on my channel, I like a good underdog story. And even though Floyd is rarely the underdog in his matches, he's the underdog in terms of perception. So I'm glad, I'm laughing, and I will be making money off this fight myself. So I'm not really worried about it. So again, I've already issued the challenge. The people who are so angry with this fight, one, don't watch it. Don't do any reaction video. If Conor knocks Floyd out, don't do a reaction video. Don't talk about it. Just wait for Canelo Golovkin to happen a few weeks later, right? If Mayweather knocks Conor out or he wins a decision, don't talk about it. Don't do a post-fight recap. Don't write articles about this fight. Don't talk about the build-up. If Conor says something hilarious, which I think he's probably going to, don't talk about it. But you'll notice this is how we separate the boys from the men, the real from the fake, the real from the snakes, because that's stuff that they're not willing to do. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to tell you how horrible this fight is, but they're all in the videos, all in the comment section, talking about this fight damn near more than people. I've already put it out there. I'm going to be talking about this fight. I'll probably be in Vegas, you know what I mean, for this fight. So it's just what it is. I give you guys that full disclosure. But that's because I don't have to tuck my tail and I'm not a fake person. Vegas is going to be lit for this particular fight. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be out there if it's reasonable. But a lot of people, they're not built like that. They don't keep it real. They want to tell you how bad of a fight it is and how it's ruining to boxing. And here's the other challenge I've issued. What, for Bernard Hopkins, Oscar fans, put in the comment section what this is going to do to hurt boxing. Let's say it goes to decision. Okay, what does that do for boxing? Floyd can just retire and then say, oh, cool, I got another 400 mil or whatever he gets, and then be back. Then what? How does that hurt boxing? How does that prevent, let's say, Keith Thurman from fighting Errol Spence next year, or Kell Brook versus Amir Khan, or Joshua versus Wilder? What is it doing to boxing? You think Wilder can't fight Joshua because Mayweather fought McGregor? You know what I mean? You guys are full of shit. A lot of you. You talking about it ruins boxing. What is it gonna do to boxing? Is my channel not gonna be around because this fight happened, or other popular boxing channels? What? Somebody explain that to me. How is it hurting boxing? Like, what is it going to do? It's entertainment. If you don't like it, don't watch. It's very simple. Make sure you share the video, like the video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.